On Transgender Day of Remembrance, they say that they mourn and remember those who have lost their lives by anti-transgender violence.
Oh,
Hate
really?
crimes have no place in our city.
So wait a minute, Tamara Ugolini. Are they implying that if a transgender person who is probably mentally ill, especially if you're taking your own life, if it's a self-inflicted wound to commit suicide, does the Toronto police label that as anti-transgender violence, even though it was the transgender person who committed suicide? I mean, like, I'm seriously confused. I'm not even trying to be funny here.
There seems to be a lot of confusion these days
Yeah.
on all fronts. What a day for the Day of Absurdity to also fall on Trans Day.
And by the way, I'm not surprised at all. One of my favorite videos that we did this year was about and it was a Toronto copper that leaked it to us.
Yes.
They have to have mandatory transgender training. And basically, it's so embarrassing. Most of the video is really what looks like homeless trans people telling the cops how to do their job. And if you think, and you remember the iconic image, Tamara Ugolini, Lady Justice holding the scales and the sword and the blindfold on, well, Lady Justice is not wearing a blindfold anymore when it comes to the transgender community. She's wearing X-ray glasses, because one of the most unbelievable things was the fact that a trans man, so this is a woman pretending to be a man, some of them evidently carry a dildo, pardon my language, in their panties to pretend it's a penis. And when you go into a holding cell, you lose your necktie, your shoelaces, your belt, anything that you can use as a weapon, anything that you can harm yourself with. And nope, but if it's a trans man with this dildo, that's not a sex toy. That's a gender-affirming article, okay? And even though it can be weaponized, so we have to turn a blind eye. Talk about the inmates running the asylum. And I'll never forget, I don't know if we have a clip of it, it was Officer Chevalier, who he's, I think, yeah, there he is there, Olivia. We got to listen to this, because he's very obsessed about not misgendering his niece, who is a minor. So he's come up with a new vocabulary. If we're able to run that, folks. Yeah, Olivia's going to look for it. It's worth the wait. But this is the politicization that the police are under, and I'm sure it's not just the Toronto Police Department. It is police services right across our great Dominion. And I think that might be him there, Olivia. Let's see what Officer Chevalier has to say about talking about your nieces and nephews, because you don't want to misgender them, do you?
Important to me, and I feel so attached to it, is not only because I'm a gay male, but just in the past few months, my previous niece has come out as non-binary. And so I call her my previous niece because niece is no longer appropriate. So the two of us sort of put our heads together, did some research, and we came up with the word nibbling, which if you Google it, you may or may not find that it's a non-binary way to call your niece or nephew.
So, Tamara Ugolini, when he said nibbling, I'm a little confused here. Isn't that a brand of licorice? Or maybe it's a product from the Green Giant, Niblets. And maybe the Green Giant is on base with this. He's always wearing that little mini skirt, you notice, and his legs are akimbo over the crops. Like, why is he always laughing too? Mm-hmm. What is he doing to those crops? But Tamara, I digress. How's your nibbling?
I am just looking it up to confirm that this is in fact a word, and it sure is. The dictionary here, Merriam-Webster Dictionary, has this as a gender-neutral term used to refer to a child of one's sibling, it's supposed to be for siblings, as a replacement for niece or nephew.
Unbelievable. See how the language is changing, folks?
Is a nibbling.
So I guess if we called a girl that looks like a niece and not a nibbling, I guess that's a hate crime. I guess that's misgendering, or I don't even know if it fits into misgendering. It's miss something, not using newspeak. It's crazy. And I got to tell you, also last night, I don't know if you know, because I would think in this day and age, pretty much beauty pageants are irrelevant. And you know, folks, you really know if you have a gambling problem if you bet on Miss Universe like I did, and bet on Miss Panama, who was robbed, by the way. Miss Nicaragua won. Here's what's newsworthy about that. Miss Nicaragua is a woman. Yes, a biological woman won a beauty pageant, because we've seen in recent years. Yeah. And I believe, Tamara Ugolini, the fix is in. This is all about generating publicity. This is all about, because like I said, a beauty pageant this day and age is pretty much irrelevant. Is that, yes, that is indeed Miss Panama, isn't it? Oh, that is Miss Nicaragua. That is the winner. Yeah. I think she's too skinny for my liking. I like a little meat on the
You know what?
bones.
As long as she's a woman, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Biological woman. There you have it. And you can tell by the way that she walks the runway there that she is a biological woman. Yeah. But I mean, we also saw just over the weekend on Saturday, the Toronto Police operations, so a subsect of Toronto Police, put out this tweet, missing Lily. I guess it's spelled, Lily. Is that 3 L's? Anyway, Lily, age 28. It's a missing person, although they don't even use the word person. They don't use any gender at all. But have a look here. This is Lily, apparently age 28. Last seen Friday, July 7th. 6 foot to 6'6", 200 pounds.
Holy nibbling.
With blonde hair and brown eyes, known to wear extensions or a red wig. And, well, you can see for yourselves the photos of Lily.
And apparently known to wear the brassiere on the outside of the blouse. Or is that see-through? I can't tell.
Yeah, it's some strange sort of fetish getup.
What a fashion plate.
Why don't we just say this is a cross-dressing male who's known to have some form of mental delusion or mental health issue. And we're on the lookout for this person. If you come across this character, then let us know. But this just validating the delusion is what some are actually saying leads to that increase in mental health crisis and subsequently and sadly that suicidal ideation. That's a clip from the Rebel News Daily Roundup, which runs weekdays from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern, and it features an array of rebels providing commentary and feedback on the newsiest news items of the day. Sometimes it's myself, Tamara Ugolini, our editor-in-chief, Sheila Gunn-Reid, and our mission specialist, David Menzies, alongside your other favorite Rebel personalities. If you join us through Rumble, you can give us what is called a Rumble rant, and through a small monetary donation, you can have your comment read on air by one of us. Whether it's a tip or your opinion, we always love hearing from our viewers, because without your support, we couldn't do the work that we do. So thanks for your support, and we'll see you on the Daily Roundup from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern on weekdays. See you there.
Do you want to start feeling like your pre-COVID self again? You're not alone. The wellness company's Spike Support Formula is an all-natural supplement to help people do just that. It was created by cardiologist Peter McCullough and his expert team of doctors to help the people experiencing effects from COVID and the you-know-what.
Go to twc.health/rebel today.